Libra, Grand Rising. This message is for Libra. For the rest of July, whenever you're intended to watch this messages from Spirit. I'm using some Osho Zen Tarot. I'm using some Oracle cards, some Tarot. Give you a message here. Several messages. Take what resonates. Let the rest flow, of course. Thank you for sharing, and subscribing to these messages that I feel like I want to give you. Because I do things with love and light. You know? I got a question for you, Libra. Where are you going? And why am I not invited? The Fool, card 0, and Traveling, card 8. Where are you going? Now, the Fool. The Fool is not necessarily prepared for where he's going. He just knows, he, she, they, them, just knows that they want new beginnings, right? Look at all this land that they can explore. They are about to just jump off the cliff, not knowing where they're going to land. And they don't really care where they're going to land because you're not necessarily prepared for it. But you have some sense of intuition up here with the moon. And you're prepared to just take that leap of faith. Whether it might be in a relationship or in self or in growth or in jobs or in life or with a person. You just ultimately know you want new beginnings. This card, I want new beginnings. It's there. The energy's here. It's being pulled for you, Libra. Right? You want new beginnings. Card 0. So you're okay with starting from scratch. You might have gone through a lot, hell and back. And you're like, fuck this. I'm ready for something new. I want new beginnings. Then with the Traveling card, where are you going? Again, you're on this path. You're on a spiritual path. 8. Oh, this is like the 8 of Cups, right? 8 is a lot, but you're willing to leave everything behind. All 80 years, 18 years, 28 years, 38 years behind, and you're willing to go on a different path, and you don't know where it's going to take you. The same way the Fool doesn't know where he's going to go. There can be traveling involved coming up for you, but you're just ready for something new, a deeper meaning to life. A more spiritual path can be as well, can just be a path into the unknown because you trust the same way the Fool trusts in his leap of faith. I'm just gonna go for it. Like the moon is there and the sun is there. Here's the night and here's the day. It's gonna take me to beautiful places either way. Some of you might be peaking 29. And I say that because the Sagittarius card and the Saturn return card has come up. Let me talk about this. Sagittarians are travelers. You cannot keep a Sagittarius locked in, right? They lock down. They're like the philosophers of the world. They need to figure out why is the sky blue, and they will go on an adventure until they figure it out, right? Maybe some of you could be traveling in Sagittarius season, which is November. And it's just you wanting to being a philosopher and figuring out the deeper meaning to life. This card really resembles like finding a deeper meaning to what you already have. You're willing to leave all 8. Typically, there's 8 cups here. You're willing to leave 8 cups behind and go. But 8's a lot. You're like, I don't care. I want something new. I want something new. I want something deeper. I want to travel. I want to go. I want to find. I want to learn. Sagittarians are all about exploring and learning and finding a deeper meaning to things, and they're all about higher education as well, just like learning and figuring things out and just living life freely. And some Sagittarians really aren't meant to have a partner because they need to explore their entire life, and so they don't feel satisfied until they explored everything, and then they can settle down. And then the reason I said some of you might be 29 because Saturn return. We all have a Saturn return. It takes 29 years for Saturn to orbit the sun. Everyone has a Saturn return, and it is from the day you're born 29 years later. It's when Saturn returns, and the second one is when you're 60. So it takes 29 years. So some of you might have passed this mark already. Maybe you didn't. Maybe you realize that your life changed. And with this card here, that age mark, when in speaking in astrology with the Saturn return, this is the card, that is the time when the childish things need to be put away. And it's time to take ownership of your life, which is why I always say when you turn 30, your life changes without you even realizing it. Yeah, because you can no longer make It's crazy I'm saying this. You can no longer make foolish moves. And in your 20s, like, I'm going to go here, I'm going to go there, I'm going to go there. It's like things just kind of change because now you have to take ownership of it, which tends to always come with, now I have a car, now I have this payment, now I have this more responsibility, which just tends to be why we just become a little bit more settled down in our 30s. Some of us might have missed that. We didn't really pay attention to shit like that, and we're like, what the hell is that? I don't give a fuck. I'm still doing what I want to do. So maybe now you're feeling it now. If you're over 30 and now you're kind of like, I want to explore. Maybe you didn't have an opportunity to explore when you were in your 20s. You were home the entire time. You couldn't leave home, depending on what your beliefs are or your society that you're in, right? But there was a big emphasis of you wanting to explore. Explore a lot. Explore as if you are a 29-year-old about to peak 30, and it's like, okay, now before I settle down, or maybe after I settle down, now I want to explore. I want to find a deeper meaning to things. I want more to life. There is more to life. There's always more to life. There's always more to learn. Let's pull some tarot. 555 on the clock. Battling belief systems. Here we go. Lovers. Haha, the Fool again. What the fuck? Where the fuck are you going? Where you going, dude? All right. This is having to defend yourself because of your beliefs, right? Maybe you're standing up to family members or friends that have seen you in the neighborhood your entire life, and they're like, where you going now? Like, who do you think you are going somewhere? Like, you're having to defend yourself, whether it's in a situation or it's yourself. You are fighting your beliefs. I want more to life, and you're battling yourself, or maybe you're battling a lover, a partner, or maybe you're on a search, a quest, because what you thought love was really is not that case, right? And actually, the Lover's card in the Osho Zen talks about how sex is the lowest form, is the lowest vibration of love. Sex is the seed when it comes to love. Because then there's love and there's unconditional love, and sex will end at some point. And it's like, what do you have left? It's just a body next to you. And like, how deeply are your emotions embedded into them? Do you love them unconditionally? Unconditionally means you love them no matter what, and you do not expect anything in return. That is unconditional love, right? But there is emphasis on here, you're fighting yourself. You're like, you know what, fuck this. I know I want more to life. I want a partner, and I want to go and explore and figure out what it is that I actually want. I want to explore my options in love, or what it is that I want, so that love can come to me, because we are projections. So if you're portraying yourself in a certain way, you're going to get those same type of lovers. But maybe we have to go on a quest, literally a quest on my belief system, so that I can portray the energy outward, so that that person can come in towards me. I don't even want to clarify that. I am going to. Let's clarify this. You have big wishes and hopes and dreams, my friend. And you are putting the plan in place to elevate your life. You're ending what needs to be ending, what needs to end in your life. You're ending whatever belief systems or this inability to make chivalrous moves. You're ending the opportunity, the stagnant energy, and you're kind of going with the flow. Bottom of the deck, the Wheel of Fortune. The wheel is turning in your favor. There are new chapters for you to open. There are new opportunities for you to seek, and they are heading in that direction. And you are going in that direction no matter what. It doesn't matter if you're prepared for it or not. You're already battling it in your mind. You're like, fuck this, I want to go, I'm out. Because there's a deeper meaning to life. You have wishes and hopes and dreams, and you're putting the plans in place. Three of Pentacles. Putting the blueprints in place to set you up for the long term. And you're ending what needs to end, but it's also the number 10, so I can read it as that is a completion. You are completing a cycle, my friend, and the Wheel of Fortune right after that, at the bottom of the deck, telling you that you are about to start a new cycle. A new cycle approaches because you are crystal clear, Ace of Swords, about what it is that you want. Or maybe a vague idea. It's Ace, it's new, it's a new idea. It's a new spark in your mind that has triggered more than you can expect, and that is bringing in new chapters. Let's pull from the Island Wellness, Libra. You're definitely going somewhere. You're going on a quest. Let me know how it goes. The Chaser. Chaser in codependent relationships, fear of abandonment issues. Oh, God. Have you been the chaser? Have you been chasing codependent relationships? And now you're realizing that that's not who you are anymore? right? A fear of being alone, and then you realize that you're going to have to do your own damn work in order to project out people that are not codependent, that it's okay to be alone. There should be no fear in abandonment, because at the end of the day, the only person that's going to go on to the next life is your soul. Your body's going to stay here. Not your things, not your partner, not your money. But there is a quest you're going on so that you're no longer chasing codependent relationships, so that you're no longer feel like you have to be stuck in a relationship. Maybe for some of you, you've always been in a relationship and you don't know what it's like to be alone. Well, you're about to be, because the Fool is here twice and you're traveling as if you're a 29-year-old about to move out of mom and dad's house, and now you're like, okay, now where do I go? Sunglasses. Watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting. Focusing out. Maybe you're taking the sunglasses off and you're realizing, I want to see what I want to see. I see, Sagittarius. Take the sunglasses off so you can see the world, so you can see what you're actually made of. Ascending, yes. Learning, expanding, new phase, preparing for union, right? Like I said, you're preparing to go on this journey, this quest, so that you can understand what it is that you want in relationships, so that you can project outward. You are ascending, preparing for union. Union. This card talks about duality and union, right? Who is that person that wants to bond unions with you, that is willing to join a partnership with you? This card, it speaks about there is a person that wants duality with you, right? But maybe I think you're going on a quest to go figure out what it is that you actually want. Let's pull from the angels, and you can ask a question. Yeah, you can ask a question. I'm going to pull 3 and see if it correlates with this. Otherwise, you can ask a question and we'll see what comes out. Peaceful resolution. A year from now. Maybe you go traveling for a year. Or a year from now, your mind will be able to tell you, your body will be able to tell you what it is that you want in relationships. And don't think, oh my God, that's so long. But like, well, first of all, that's your first mistake. I'm not going to go there. Big happy changes. Wow. Libra. Wow. That's all I got to say. I hope this message resonates with you, Libra. I'll see you guys soon.